Batman the Smile Killer is Jeff Lemire's sequel to his other Black Label book, Joker Killer Smile. What'll happen next in this mind-bending psychological horror tale? Well, let's hop on in and find out. So then, as we join the book, we see a young child watching a children's TV show, but not just any show, it's the Mr. Smiles show. Mr. Smiles, of course, you'll remember, is the cartoon clown character created by the Joker to mess with his psychiatrist, Dr. Ben. But wait, did he create him? Since when does Mr. Smiles have a show? Things start going very creepypasta, very Candle Cove very quickly as Mr. Smiles starts telling the kid to hurt himself. And if that's not enough for you, it turns out this kid isn't just any kid, this is a young Bruce Wayne. Now, back in the present, we discovered that this story actually takes place not long after the end of Joker Killer Smile, as Batman is still on the trail of Joker following his breakout from Arkham. And it would seem the Clown Prince of Crime has been busy in the last little bit. He killed a butcher and his family and then stuffed them all into the display case. That is legitimately pretty horrifying. Batman finds but one clue at the scene of the crime, a prop from the Mr. Smiles show, an arts and crafts project that he himself remembers making as a child before trying to gouge his own eyes out with a pair of scissors. Ooh, yikes. With this knowledge in hand, Batman decides to check out the old TV studio where Mr. Smiles was filmed. His intuition turns out to be correct, as the Joker has indeed set a trap for him there. Joker also just so happens to speak with the exact same dialogue as Mr. Smiles did from the beginning of the show, and after that, well, reality starts to break down all around Batman. When Bruce Wayne comes to, he's out of costume and inside Arkham Asylum. Across from him is actually Dr. Ben from the Joker Killer Smile story. And much like in the previous story, Bruce Wayne finds out he's been losing time. 3 years have passed since the events of Killer Smile, and he's been a prisoner here in Arkham this whole time. Well, actually, he may have been a prisoner in here even longer, because as we discover from child psychiatrist Gordon, yes, that's right, he's not police commissioner, but a doctor, Bruce had been committed to the hospital years ago by his mother after he attempted to hurt himself, claiming that the clown on television made him do it, but no one ever knew of a Mr. Smiles show. In fact, no one ever knew of this Batman character either that Bruce keeps going on about. In fact, it gets even crazier. Martha Wayne seems to be completely alive, and the final straw for locking her son up came after he shot and killed his own father. Once again, only claiming that the TV clown made him do it. Naturally, this revelation throws Bruce into a major tailspin. He can't be crazy, right? He couldn't have imagined his whole life as Batman. Why, this isn't even the first time a villain has tried to make him question his own sanity like this before. Surely this must be the work of the Scarecrow or the Mad Hatter. With no one left to turn to, Bruce decides to open up to Dr. Ben. After all, Batman helped save his family, and maybe Dr. Ben can help repay the favor. All he has to do is to tell him that he's not crazy, even in the smallest way possible, which he does by once again bringing up the paper bag prop from before. This knowledge proves to be everything that Bruce needs to try and launch an escape from the asylum. He beats up a couple security guards and orderlies before eventually jumping out an open window, where he is met by a very poetic sign indeed, the bat symbol shining in the sky. And it's on that note right there the comic comes to an end, everybody, and so that was Batman the Smile Killer issue number 1, and I gotta say, I was not expecting Joker Killer Smile to get a sequel, as it was such a singular one-and-done story. But leave it to Jeff Lemire and frequent collaborator Andrea Sorrentino to use it as a jumping-off point to tell yet another mind-bending psychological horror story. One that, as I said before, wears its inspirations on its sleeves. You got a lot of creepypastas in here, a lot of Shutter Island. Not your particular superhero fare, but when mixed just right, ends up creating one heck of a cocktail. Overall, I would give this one an 8 out of 10. I'm definitely interested to see where all of this is going to go from here. Hey there everyone, Cape Joel again, and I want to thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. As always, if you liked what you see, be sure to like, subscribe, comment. It really helps drive engagement and helps me out too. Also, if you are a patron, which you can become for as little as $1 a month, you will get exclusive content that no one else can ever see, and you'll get to see the Comic Multiverse podcast before anyone else too. You can check out all this and more down in the description. And until next time everyone, this has been Cape Joel, and I'll see you all next time. Cheers.